Hello guys, welcome to the Block Party Trading analysis, and we're going to be looking at Bitcoin USDT on the 6 hour using MEXC. As you can see on the analysis at the moment, we haven't got a confirmed direction just yet, but what we can see is we are in pretty much a long-term ascending wedge. So as we're moving up, we're getting slightly smaller highs and smaller lows as well. So this generally leads to a slowing down of momentum and often a breakdown. At the moment, we have managed to hold the support on the trend line, as you can see just here, and we're bouncing up. So we've got our next kind of significant test. We're coming to the end of a consolidation triangle within this ascending wedge, as you can see here. So we're going to see a bit of a move, whether it breaks down from this longer term upward trend line, or whether it breaks up on this shorter term downward trend line. If it does, then we can expect to potentially see at least 31,000 tested, potentially even up to 32,000. But there are some significant bearish signals which we need to pay attention to. The first one being this untested weekly pivot just here. These things get filled quite a lot of the time. The second one, this untested weekly pivot just here, which is really low, around about 20,000. So let's hope it doesn't head on down there. The more likely one would be the bottom of this weekly pivot, or at least kind of midway down on this weekly pivot, which is around about 25,000, which makes a bit of sense from a psychological support, the 200 daily exponential moving average, and of course, a healthy part of that weekly pivot being tested. There is quite a lot for the price to break through in order to get there first. Like I said, there's this strong upwards trend line, there's the 50 daily moving average, and also this quite strong support structure just here, sitting around about 27,000 that has been defended a good few times in the past. So we will ultimately see what's happening. But from a longer term, if we're going to look at the CVD down here, we do expect a bit of a rejection going down. But then once we break out of this longer term downwards trend line, then we should see price really take off. So ultimately, we need to kind of see what happens once we break one of these two trend lines and see a bit more of a conviction move from Bitcoin. It is Friday. We are heading into the weekend, so there is lower volume. So just be wary of that. And until then, guys, play it safe and join our channel.